Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful day. Today, we're going to talk about a new restrictions that Amazon just applied before Q4, and I think is going to hurt a lot of people who are currently looking into launching new products to Amazon, especially launching in the Q4 or the holiday season, because this holiday season in Q4 is going to be really, in my opinion, I think is going to be really good. And I think it's going to be an awesome for everyone who's selling on Amazon, especially who are doing e-commerce. Is going to be awesome, especially with the situation we're doing, what we have right now. Actually, I really had to do it. Usually, as you guys know, I do live Q&As every Saturday. I take your questions and I just answer them. But today I had to come with this kind of breaking news. It's been like a few days now, but I wanted to get more information about that specific restrictions that Amazon doing. Basically, they're limiting any new SKUs or ASINs that you're going to create or new product to 200 units per shipment, and that's going to affect the amount of units that you're going to send to Amazon. That means if you have 1,000 or 500 or whatever amount of units they're shipping from Amazon, they won't allow you to ship them in. And also they have other news basically about removal orders, and also they are going to talk about IPI, which is Inventory Performance Index, which is going to be something that you need to pay attention to more than ever. And I'm going to show you what are the restrictions, what they mean, and how we can work around them, or what I believe is the best way to work around them. So let's get to it. And thank you so much, I know, for tuning in. I know some of you might not be here. Some of you are still, it's something unusual, but I really wanted to do it. And trust me, I didn't try to match my shirt with my logo, but hey, it is what it is. So guys, Amazon, what is doing basically before Q4, they have announced they are restricting the new ASINs to 200 units per ASIN as a limit, and you cannot send more. Now, that will be different from one account to another, especially if you have a good inventory performance index. You're going to have a little bit more to send in, but there's ways that you can work around it to make sure that you send enough units to Amazon, which is really important. So now, let's talk about what's inventory performance index. Inventory performance index, that's something that you see in your dashboard, which is basically, it tells you the sales through rate for your product according to the inventory that you have on Amazon. So let's say if you have 1,000 units in Amazon and you're selling 20%, they're going to give you a score out of, I think, 900 or 800, something like that, and you'll be able to get the total. So you need to make sure that your inventory performance index is over 500 units, 500 points, and that's going to help you to be able to send a little bit more. But I don't believe this is the case for everybody, because this account that I have only a supplement on is actually, we're launching a new SKUs to the same brand, and we have a really, really high sales through rate. We have it over 660, I think, or something like that. It's really high, and still they were limiting us with 200 units per SKU for expanding the brand. As I was telling you, and I'm mentioning every live Q&A, I'm expanding the supplement, and I'm also launching a new brand in toys, because I believe this is what's going to be good. So now, Amazon limiting you, and what are you going to do about it? First of all, we're not going to cry about it. We know that Amazon always changes. Every time they change they have some restrictions before Q4, but this time they had to do it because of multiple things. Especially, we have a lot of e-commerce demand right now. They don't have enough. They hired 170,000 people to their fulfillment centers to help them out, but still the demand is too much. Especially Prime Day is going to be in Q4 in October, plus the Q4 demand and traffic they're going to be overwhelmed, and especially with the restrictions that we have right now with COVID. Basically, the workers are taking maybe longer time to handle products, to process them in. And anybody who sells on Amazon right now, they see that Amazon, when sends the products in, when you send the products in, you will see they're taking longer time to be processed and to be available. For my case, I am seeing an average of 2 weeks to 3 weeks for the products when they hit Amazon for them to be available. From delivery to being available is taken from 14 to 21 days. The max is 21 days. So you need to keep that in mind, and that's why they're making the changes. They want to make sure that anybody who sells on Amazon, they have good products, they have good sales through rate, that they can sell fast, and they will benefit from what they have as a real estate space in the warehouse to make sure they keep it to the people who are, they know how to manage their inventory well, they know how to sell very well, and this is really important for them, especially in this hard time. So now, what are we going to do about it if we are being limited? There's a few things that you can do. One of them is basically ship the products to your house and get them into Amazon 200 units at a time. Or secondly, you can hire a 3PL or prep center or fulfillment center that you can ship your products there, ship the 200 to Amazon, and the rest you can fulfill them through Prime Seller Fulfilled. You can do that. Or you can do the other thing, which is basically what I have done is doing multi shipping plans. So for the same product that I have 1,000 units is supposed to be shipped, I'm doing 5 shipping plans of 200, 200, 200. So far, they made me create that shipping plan and was okay, but I'm not sure if it's going to go through or or not. So I'm going to let you know what's going to happen exactly. But I should be able to get the units very, very soon. Actually, they're going to be finished production the end of this month. So in 2 weeks they're going to be finished, and they're going to be shipped hopefully by the first week of September. So I'll be able to let you know more about it, and I really believe it's going to be like a hack that you can use to basically, instead of sending 1,000 unit shipment, you can split them between 5 shipments, and that's going to help you. The other thing for your IPI, which is Inventory Performance Index, which is something now Amazon really taking care of a lot. I remember before was I think 350 or 400. I'm not sure about the limit, but now they increase it to 500. So it means you have to have good inventory that's selling well. Not only products are there. So what do you need to do in this case? I believe what I'm doing, okay, I am removing any inventory that's not selling very well, or inventory that's not selling at a good sales through rate. For example, I have some products that are into gathering parties, into weddings and all the stuff, and they're not selling as good as I thought, because before COVID happened, we ordered a lot of them, we sent them in, but they're not selling as well. As you know, guys, we cannot touch you, he cannot touch me, nobody touches anybody, and that's why the party niche is getting very hammered in this specific situation that we're in COVID. So what happened? I'm going to remove some of those inventory, send them back to prep center, send them to a warehouse, and then I will get my inventory level low, and I will increase my sales through rate. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. I believe is going to work. And also, more than ever, I'm going to give you a hack in a bit, which is I believe is going to be very, very crucial from now on. This is only my opinion. It's nothing. I didn't go ahead and, people saying about it, nothing. It's something that I think is going to be very crucial. I'm going to mention to you later on how to be able to increase your shipment or plan or shipping plan limit by doing something when you launch the product. But now you need to take advantage of the free removal order that Amazon provided. They're providing a free removal order. So basically any units you have right now, starting from July 14, which is 2 days ago, you'll be able to remove any extra units that you have for free. So I really, 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 really think that's something very generous from Amazon for them to give us that kind of feature. So I really believe if you have any extra units, please go ahead and remove them, ship them to whatever you want, and have less inventory, and just keep the inventory that has a good sales through rate. It's very important. We are only in mid of July, and hopefully that's going to increase your sales through rate, increase your performance index, inventory performance index, which means that hopefully before Christmas you'll be able to ship a little bit more. Now, so this is very, very, very important. Do that. Take advantage of that. I'm going to take advantage of the free removal order. I'm going to do it for all the stuff that I have that's not selling, or because of COVID, because of the gathering, as I said. Now, what I believe, and I'm going to show you also how to check for the limit for each inventory you have, because now if you go to inventory, you'll be able to check for each ASIN or each SKU that you have, what's the limit that you can send in. I'm going to show you that as well. But for now, I'm going to tell you what I truly believe that you need to do if you're launching a product very soon or in the next month. So this is my thought. I am going to launch a product in the beginning of September. I timed it in a way that is going to get in the 5th of September. I'm going to run my giveaways, and then by October already, I'm going to have another shipment coming in. Hopefully by the end of October or the beginning of November, the other units are going to be in. This is a brand new brand that I'm building right now. I'm launching 3 SKUs in them. Hopefully, it's going to be 4th one added, but I'm still negotiating the fourth product. Once I launch those products, I am going to do the following. Especially now, it's more important than ever. The Inventory Performance Index and the limit is going to be depending on each SKU. So you need to hire the sales through rate, the sales velocity of your product. So what that means, what I believe is going to happen, Amazon is going to assess each ASIN and how the sales through rate is going to be for each ASIN. If you sell more, they can increase the limit. If you sell less, they can increase the limit that you can ship per shipment or per shipping plan. So what I'm going to do when I launch, I am going to do the following. I am going to give away, I'm going to be very aggressive with my giveaway, my search, find, buy with my PPC to make sure I can trick the system and show them that I'm selling a lot of units per day. So if they were expecting me to sell, let's say, 5 units a day, I am going to decrease it to 10 or 20 units per day. So I'm going to make a lot of sales within 1 or 2 weeks, which is tricks the system, tricks the algorithm by saying, oh my God, this ASIN is doing very well. Let's increase their shipping plan limit and let's make sure that they send more because they're selling very well and they have a good track history of sales. And that's going to help you to get your shipping plan limit higher. Now, as I said, this is only my opinion. I have nothing that I heard from Amazon. I don't have any proof that this is working. I don't have any client of mine. I don't have anybody in our Facebook group that having this issue. But me thinking about it, I think this is going to be the way that we can trick the system to make sure that we can increase our our shipping plan very quickly. So sales velocity, trick the system, tell them it's good, and you'll be good to go. Now, if you are too late to the game, and I have been preaching for the last month, if you're looking for products for Q4, go ahead and start launching them. Start doing your product research from last month. But if you haven't done that and you do it like maybe next month or the end of next month, it could be a little bit hard for you. But why it's going to be hard? Because if you send the product in, you're not going to be able to trick the system. But for now, for my situation, for example, and I know a lot of my clients in the same situation, what they're going to do is the following. I'm going to tell them, now they're sending the product 1st of September. They're going to do what I'm going to tell them to do, basically get the sales velocity very high. And the next shipment, when they're going to do it, is going to be increased. That's what I'm hoping. Now, the only bad news that we have is for retail arbitrage people who have a lot of units, people who are selling retail arbitrage plus private label, they might be hurt because they need to make sure that a lot of retail arbitrage units you're going to have, especially if you do it at a bigger scale, some of them, they're going to have lower sales velocity. So I really believe you need to make sure that you get rid of products or discount them, sell them as much as you can so you can have higher sales through. But this is the situation that you're in. But otherwise, you will have another account if you can. So now, let me go ahead and show you. This is the trick that I believe is going to work. Higher sales velocity at launch to trick the system that you are selling more than what you're selling to be able to increase your shipping plan. And maybe Amazon will change that rule of 200 if they see a lot of people are complaining about it. That could be a possibility. Now, let me go ahead and show you how you can check your inventory and each ASIN and how much you can have per ASIN. What's the limit per ASIN? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to share my screen as usual, and let's do it. Where's my screen? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what we have. We're going to go to our account. We're going to go to inventory. We're going to hit manage inventory. Then when we come to manage inventory, we're going to have something here called inventory dashboard. So we're going to go to inventory dashboard. After you click inventory dashboard, you're going to go to something called Restock Inventory. Hit the Restock Inventory. When you go down, you're going to see your ASINs. You're going to be all lined up. And then you're going to see in the middle of it, there's a small drop-down menu next to each ASIN. And you're going to click that drop-down menu. It's going to show you this. So, for example, the supplement, as I showed you, and that's what I'm selling, my sell-through rate is really great. I'm in the middle of changing my suppliers. If you realize here, my maximum shipment quantity is 3,317, which is awesome. And I'm really happy about that. So I can send up to 4,000 units as a limit for that specific ASIN because I have a very high velocity. I have very high velocity sales, and plus also I have a high inventory performance index on that account. And still, it didn't make me. It didn't increase my limit for the new ASINs that I'm trying to launch right now, which is really strange for accounts that are really good. So, guys, I really wanted to come here, show you exactly what are the restrictions, especially if you're launching products, and how you can work around it, how you can make yourself a little bit stand out, and you make sure that you prepare yourself right now, because if the word goes out very, very wild and you are not prepared for it, or you have a lot of units and you cannot ship them in, and you don't have a 3PL, or you don't have a plan by sending a product to your own house or your own warehouse, whatever it is going to be difficult. So I wanted to come out there for you guys to be prepared, get the news right away, and go ahead and act on it. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, hit the like button, and let us get out there. I'm very, very happy with what we have right now. We're coming with content constantly, and also our live course is coming out very soon. On 1st of August, we're going to launch it. It's going to be one of the first interactive live courses that we're going to have, and the first 25 people are going to get a lot of bonuses. If you really want to check it out, the link is going to be below. Please check it out. I would love to see you there. So thank you so much for this Thursday afternoon flash live YouTube video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Be prepared. If you have any question, leave it in the comment or leave it in our Facebook group, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. So take care, stay strong, and let's make it happen. Take care, everybody.